I guess it's my turn now. Welcome, everybody. My name is Dominique Rivera. I am the Oracle of Apollo. So today I'm here to talk to you guys. Hi, Tom. Today I'm here to talk to you guys a little bit. Why are the reasons you may not be manifesting? We see a lot of information online on things that we should be doing, how we should be living our lives. And the reality is, it's like, what am I doing wrong? Why can't I get that job that I want? Why is it that this love that I want to bring so badly into my life is not manifesting? So today, we got a couple minutes shortened, so I'll try to spiff it up a little bit. But today I'm going to talk to you about that. So I am a 10-year veteran, and I own a nonprofit organization called How Awareness Center, Healing Ourselves While Learning. That's located in Philadelphia. And when it became an idea, when it became a thought in my mind, I thought, oh my, how could I possibly create a business from nothing? I just came out of my 10-year run in the military, got divorced, left my very nice, big, expensive house, got fired from my job all at the same time. You know how the universe has it. When it rains, it pours. And I became disabled. I have a condition called posterior orthostatic tachycardia syndrome, aka POTS. And not the fun kind either, unfortunately. So it dysregulates my blood circulation, and I am more prone to having a heart attack or a stroke. So when the universe came to me and spoke to me and said, hey, we need you to open this center. You have what it takes. I found Reiki. It became my passion. It became my life. I began to heal and learn and grow and uncrumble the mess that had become of the person I became. I opened my business 4 years ago, as of November 1st this year, with $3. Could you even buy a Happy Meal with $3? No. That is because the circumstances were there, the people were there, and all the situations were in the appropriate alignment for that to manifest for me. Why? Why was I able to create something from nothing? 4 years later, we have hundreds of people. I've traveled across the country 2 times, came back from Brazil this year, and I'm leaving to India next month. That is because intention. How many people here have made a vision board or have done affirmations? Okay. How many of your vision boards have not come true? Things on your vision board. We got some hands. How many affirmations have you done that have not worked? Have not manifested? Quite a bit. Why do you think that is? That is not because the law of attraction is against you. That is because you are misunderstanding how the law of attraction works. Have you ever been to a friend's house, or are you the victim of having workout equipment in your house that's dusty? Or paid for a gym membership way too long? I hear laughing. I know you have a dusty treadmill somewhere, right? And that's because we don't give ourselves enough credit. We don't give ourselves enough value to understand I'm worthy of losing those extra 10 pounds. I'm worthy of breaking my habits. It all sets in intention. And if we look at intention, where does it come from? It comes from a span of feelings that we call emotions. When we break the word down, emotions, emotion is just energy plus motion. Your feelings and your thoughts dictate exactly what you bring into your life. It is that emotion, your thoughts, the wandering tens of thousands of thoughts that you have every day that are reckless, that are not being checked on, that you just allow to happen, are being influenced by your feelings. So, what are you putting into your life to control those feelings? To be a master manifester, you have to put a leash on those feelings. You have to look at the nuances that are happening in your life, those little things, and you have to hyper focus on them. Has anybody here maybe drove your car and then you got home and you're like, oh, I'm home. How did that even happen? That's maybe you had something on your mind that day. We think that the conscious mind is the vehicle to manifest. So we make our vision board. We do our affirmations. But in the reality, that is not enough. The subconscious mind is the leader. It is the ultimate driver. It is your driving force to bring what you want in. It is the sole dictator of what you want to bring in. So you have to keep your feelings, your emotions that are always going on a leash. Let's talk about anger, jealousy, and resentment. These are some low vibratory state sensations and feelings that we all have. And maybe you're going, I've never resented anyone. Has anyone ever got a promotion over you? And you thought, I was more capable than that particular person for the job? Probably. And that when we have that feeling, now Becky from bookkeeping got this promotion, and we're like, oh, Becky from bookkeeping got that promotion. That should have totally been mine. And what are you doing? You're creating anger. You're creating frustration. And now every time Becky comes in, you're going to hold that resentment inside of you because you feel like that position should have been yours. So do you think you're in a place of manifesting when you're looking at other people and going, I want what they got or they took what I had, what was mine? No, you're not. But you are. Because we think when we're manifesting, we're only going to manifest what we want to manifest and not really what our emotions and our feelings are manifesting, which is everything else. So becoming a master of understanding your feelings is going to assist you with that. Generalizing what you want. Yes, I want a big house someday, and I want to be happy, and I want a job that suits me. How are you going to manifest those things if you cannot decide exactly what you want? You have to be clear and concise. I'm not saying be picky, but be reasonable, be practical, and be specific. Okay? You want that $100,000 job a year? You want that 6-figure job a year? How do you plan on ascertaining that? Do you have a plan in place? If you do have a plan in place, how do you feel about that plan in place? Okay? You have to be specific. I want to manifest a $100,000 job a year. I'm going to use Erica as an example. I want to manifest $100,000 a year doing yoga. That is going to be the money I obtain through yoga, through clients, because I'm going to have such a huge client list. That's pretty specific. But if Erica said, oh, I'm going to manifest $100,000 a year just doing what I love, what is she bringing in? Who knows? Who knows? It's whatever is the circumstance in that life. When you are actively using your conscious mind to manifest, you're truly reacting to your circumstances around you. You are reacting to, man, look at this bill. This bill's really high this month. Yes, that might be your truth. That might be facts for your life, that you're behind on bills, but isn't your truth? Your truth might be, maybe I shouldn't have splurged on those extra Gucci shoes this month, or maybe I could have eaten out less. We have to look at the whole picture. It's not just about that one fact. It is about the truth, okay? Attachments. Attachments to outcomes is another reason why we're not manifesting. When you sit there and you go, okay, Oracle, well, you said to visualize. You said to be specific. How am I to visualize, be specific, know what I want, and then not have an attachment to the outcome? I know what I want, but do you? Knowing and expecting are two different things. Knowing, there are innate things that we know about ourselves. I'm a woman. I cannot say that maybe one day I will be a woman because I know I'm a woman. I know I'm a woman right now. So you must have the innate knowing that something is going to manifest, and release all doubts, release any expectations that you have, and attachments. The attachments are low frequency and will not allow you to manifest. A month and a half ago, I said to the universe, let everyone who owes me money pay me back now, because that's my money. A few days later, I called my mom, who's right there in the back. Hey, Mom. And I said, Mom, guess what? And the PA Treasury Department owes me $330. Where did that money come from? Who knows? I don't care. It's my money now. And on top of that, I manifested her another couple $100. On top of that, I manifested my friend's dad another couple $100. It's all about knowing. Even if I wasn't certain that I had gave out money, I knew somewhere, in some dimension, in some place, there was my dues that were there for me. Last year, I manifested a trip to California. The year before, this year, I manifested a trip to Brazil, and I'm manifesting a trip to India. How? I run a nonprofit organization, and I have no income and I have no salary, but I get to go everywhere I want. I get to see people like you, and I get to do what I love doing. I am the richest woman in the world. Your riches will come from what you think that means to you. To you, that might mean health. You might be in that place in your life. To you, that may be financial richness. Or that may just be a wealth of love, closeness, family. So letting go of your expectations. And I'm not going to preach about God, but there is a greater power than us that works through us, around us. It brings people, circumstances, and situations into our lives to manifest. And a lot of times, we sit there and we ignore the signs. Why? Because Thursday night, my show is coming on, and I am not missing that for nobody or nothing. Oh, there's a party. There's a networking. Oh, I don't really want to go. I want to stay in my jammies. Comfort is not a luxury. Comfort will destroy you. Comfort will stop you from manifesting. You want to bring those things, you want to bring that extra money into your life? Take a risk. Take a chance. But believe in knowing in that chance what you're manifesting, what you're bringing in. Believe that when you leave that house to go to that party you didn't want to go to in the first place, it is for a greater reason. And allow that energy to come into you. Allow yourself to be surrounded by that. Last night I had a fever and I was like, I don't know if I really want to go to the expo today because I'm not feeling so hot. It's cold season. Everybody's kind of getting a little sniffly. Then I get here and the man goes, oh, I'm trying to make this show to go to India. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to India next month. And he drove 4 hours here to see me. Go figure. Now we exchanged information, and now we're going to work on that together. You have to put your comforts to the side. So trust in that higher and greater power that is the driving force of your life. It is abundant, and it wants you to succeed. We all have a past. It doesn't want you to fail. So don't do that to yourself. And trust in that higher power that you are being aligned for your greatest and highest good. You got fired. That's because that job didn't serve you. You got divorced. You have somebody on the way that's way better, that is going to love you a million times more. Or is this a time for you to experience yourself and learn who you are? There are circumstances around that we don't always understand, but they are absolutely there. Trust in that higher power and release your expectations. Intentions. Intentions is the most powerful feeling there is. Without an intention, nothing can work. At some point, somebody intended to make this amazingly beautiful dress, and it was just in their mind's eye. It wasn't a physical thing. And that dream manifests into reality, and now I get to wear it. So your intentions behind why you want that $100,000 extra dollars, $100,000 a year. Why do you want that? You want to show up the Joneses? Because if you're trying to show up the Joneses, I'm gonna tell you, you're not gonna manifest. If you're trying to come from a low vibratory state to manifest, to show somebody off, to have revenge, to do any of those feelings that you know don't feel good, but you're still about it, you're not gonna manifest. It is coming from the wrong place, okay? What you are gonna manifest are obstacles. What you are going to manifest are tribulations and challenges. And challenges are designed to let you grow, but you have to see the patterns. Are you creating these obstacles for you, or are they divinely inspired? Are they your co-creator to show you your strengths? You have to see your truths. You have to sit with yourself daily. And I'm not saying go home and sit in the corner, although that's what I do because I enjoy it. But I'm saying be with yourself. You have to build a relationship with yourself to understand what your needs, your wants, and your desires are. When you have a friend and you get to meet them, or you have a new love interest and you get to build a relationship, you make time for them to get to know their needs. You make time for them to get to know who they are and what they want. When do you make time for yourself? You have to take yourself out on a date every day. You have to be the priority, because the consequence of putting yourself as a priority and taking yourself on a date is getting to learn what I want and why I want it, which is leading us back to intention. why I want something. When I opened my center and I asked the universe in my bed, I was bedridden for 3 weeks, couldn't speak, couldn't clean myself, couldn't eat, nothing. I said, I just want to be able to release this, and then I am more than willing to help other people release this if you teach me how. I was gifted a book that I couldn't read because I have dyslexia. And I laughed at this book for Valentine's Day that my lover had given me. I'm like, but babe, you know I don't read. Why would you give me a book? This was the first book I was capable of reading in years. The letters didn't fall off the page. Nothing was skewed, and I retained the information. It had 3 sentences about Reiki, and the next day, literally a marquee sign 2 blocks away from my house, although I had been living in my house for about 10 years, Reiki tonight. I went to that Reiki share. It changed my life. I was resistant to going in the building because of the messenger, and the messenger was a church. At this point in my life, I had felt the church had failed me, God had failed me, and there was a co-conspirator against me. Everything happened to me and never for me. That was my mentality. I never won. I was always last, and no matter how much effort I would put into something, I would not succeed. Once I went in that session, it changed my whole life, and I just wanted to share it with other people. So I decided to go to a park, invite people in, and say, hey, I just want to show you guys something I learned that's making me feel better. What happens, I said, okay, if nobody shows up, no biggie. 7 people showed up the first meeting in the middle of the park. Then people from New York, Boston, Delaware, New Jersey, all to meet someone and no one at this park to speak for 1 hour every week for no particular reason with no particular subject. That was because I had intended that I just wanted to share the light that had illuminated the darkness and brought me back from the brink of the deepest parts of hell that I had submitted myself to after that. Allowing yourself to be with yourself, letting go of attachments, having an intention, not manifesting vaguely, and being the master of the subconscious, knowing what you truly want and why you feel it, is going to make you all master manifestors. Okay? There is not one thing that you cannot manifest, because even if you said, I wanted to manifest $1 million, if you believed you were worthy enough, if you believe that in that money you would do good for not just yourself, but you could double that love and double that money and those riches, it will flourish for you. But you have to believe it. You have to get out of that comfort zone. You have to extend. You have to reach. You have to make an effort. The universe is ready to give you. Like attracts like. And if you feel like, oh, I'm so fat, oh my God, I'm so fat, what are you going to do and go home on days you don't feel good? You're going to go eat. Why? Because in your mind, that's who you are. This is a cycle. This is a cycle. You feel like you can't break that cigarette cycle. It's because, oh, I don't have enough worth because I just can't because I need it. You are what you think you are. Change the way you believe of who you are. And if you don't believe it yet, fake it till you make it. That is not being a hypocrite. Fake it till you make it. If you have to sit there, and that's when the affirmations start to come into play. That's when you start to seek. Let me bring these affirmations and tell myself, I love myself, I love myself, I love myself. But what are affirmations? They're just words that we're saying that they really have no value. It's not until an affirmation becomes an incantation that the affirmation will work. The difference between an affirmation and an incantation is the biomolecular structure that occurs when you believe in yourself. You have chemical releases that expunge themselves from your body when you're in a good place in life, when you are proud of yourself, when you are doing things that you enjoy. You have a literal release of chemicals. That is when those affirmations now become incantations. So when you have those affirmations in place, if you don't believe them, they won't work. How many of you have done self-love affirmations? For how many of you do you feel like you still have to keep working right there? A couple of you, right? Okay. It is the tone of voice that you're using. I can go, I love myself deeply and truly. I love myself deeply and truly. I love myself deeply. No, I love myself deeply and truly. And I'm going to get all of you guys in on this right now. I love myself deeply and truly. I
love myself deeply and truly.
I love myself deeply and truly.
But do you? Make me believe it.
I love myself deeply and truly.
Let the people out there believe it.
I love myself deeply and truly.
Let's get it as a group. I love myself deeply and truly. How many of you feel foolish saying this right now? Raise your hand. Be honest. Okay. This is just showing you this is where our problems lie. Okay? We have to convince ourselves that we're worth being shouted and praised from the highest rooftops, because you are. The universe does not make mistakes. It is not a coincidence that you just so happen to be here on this day. The design plan, the grand plan has been purposeful, intended, and created by all you goddess and goddesses here. Thank you for your time, everybody. May you go in love, light, and wisdom. If we have a couple minutes, we can have some questions. I do classes in Philadelphia. I have cards up here if you would like one. I also do Skype classes and Skype readings. I am going to India, manifesting that December 16th. That is the date I'm manifesting that. So I will be purchasing that ticket by the end of this month. I am going to go to Bengaluru. So I'm going to go stay at a temple with Paramahamsa Nityananda, who is manifesting what he calls Shaktis, which are the superhuman powers that we are all divinely inspired to receive. You're welcome.
What's the difference? Are they the same ones? Which is what?
One's for my store, one's for me, but they both got the same phone number, so feel free. You get the same person.
Meetups, right?
I do have a lot of meetups.
Yeah.
You have to come and see us.
No, we'll check it out. I will.
Yeah, we have a beautiful, thriving community with a lot of friendly faces.
I go up to Becoming a Girl a lot. It's pretty close, right?
I haven't been there.
It's on Lancaster.
Oh, yeah, it's right nearby.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, girl. Mwah.
Thank you.